Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Heavy Gear Revitalized, the first edition core rulebook. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review featuring this classic mech game of sci-fi drama, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about the role-playing rules and the archetypes.
Attack formation.
This role-playing rules section is quite simple, brief, but very informative. This is all about playing a tabletop role-playing game. The roles of game master and player characters are clearly defined. It's all very simple to understand. You have this game world and you are interacting with it.
Affirmative.
The sessions represent episodes in a TV series and the campaign could be the series itself. So it's all very easy to grasp, and those of you that have been playing role-playing games for a while will not need to read through this section. But if this is your first role-playing game, this section is going to get you started into the hobby. Then we have the character sheet. Every section of the character sheet is clearly defined.
Get in position.
We are going to talk about things such as skills, more nuances, complexities related to combat and such in later parts of this review. So I won't be detailing everything about this character sheet. Suffice to say, if you have any doubts or questions about where something is located on the sheet, you only need to take a look at this section to see the secondary traits, the different skills, the injury list and system shock, etc. And remember, we will talk about that in a future part. Now, moving on, we have the Archetype section. These are basically pre-generated characters. You could also consider them templates. So if you wanted to create a character right away, you can take any of these archetypes and use them as they are presented. They already have their attributes, their skills, they have a brief biography for each of the characters. You can modify these biographies, of course. You could change a few details, the name, some particular characteristics of their personal history and such, and you would have a completely new character. So this is perfect to get started right away. The archetypes are aircraft pilot, archaeologist, armored vehicle crewman, bartender, booker, communication specialist, demolition specialist, engineer, field scientist, field technician, foot soldier, heavy gear pilot, heavy gear trainer, medic, military instructor, military operative, officer, police officer, politician, reporter, strider pilot, strider soldat, tavern owner, test pilot.
Hostiles detected.
And they all have particular skill sets. For example, in the case of the test pilot, you have things such as combat sense, communications, electronics. And in the case of the tavern owner, you have things such as cooking, drive, etiquette, gambling. So you have character archetypes for any sort of campaign. Don't think that all campaigns will feature gear combat or mech combat. If you wanted a campaign focused more on exploration, social interaction, perhaps some mercantile operations and such, there are archetypes specialized on that. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about character creation. It's great that this rulebook contains a complete introduction to tabletop role-playing games. It's brief and to the point. And when it comes to the archetypes, this system has a perfectly laid out character creation process. But if you want to get started right away, these archetypes are perfect for that. And you can also use them as non-player characters. If you are a game master and you need to insert some non-player characters on the fly, you can surely find the particular character that you need for a specific situation using these archetypes. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.